You know, we keep making our way around the retreat community up here just off of SC 57, and as the sun came up this morning, it was just in awe to see how much damage is happening out here. And check this out. Check out the size of this tree that was ripped up and by a possible tornado that touched down here earlier this morning. If you can step back, and I'll stand next to you guys and just show you how big this tree is. This is about 10 houses into the community, so we didn't know how bad it was. We saw trees on the power lines when we first came in here. We saw a roof being ripped off, a few houses down. We have siding ripped off, and then we kept driving down, Devon and I, and we just saw this tree, and everybody just drives by this morning, and they just keep taking pictures. They're just in awe of what we're seeing this morning. You've got trees down in the roadway here. You can see that they're just laying there in the sidewalk in people's front yards. It's as if it almost came down this way, made its way down here, and you can see some poles, some of the signs bent over and everything. And then look at the front of the house where this big tree was ripped off. Look at the dirt just splattered on the front of this house. I haven't seen anybody home here at this house to talk with them or anything like that. We thankfully have not heard of anyone injured at this time. I'm going to take you down the road here and show you some more of these houses that were damaged and some of this debris everywhere. This is another house just right next door to where that tree came down. Thankfully, just missing this house. But you can see the amount of dirt just thrown about there on the front of that house. Again, I don't know if anybody's there. Thankfully, they didn't have a car in the driveway. And then it just keeps on going as you walk down the street here. This house, they have siding missing. This chair, we had a gentleman. He lives across the street and 3 houses down. And he just happened to be driving by talking to us and saying, "Hey, wait a minute. That's my chair." So it's just crazy to see all of this debris thrown out. Again, this probably happened about around 5 o'clock this morning. We got here probably about 5:10, 5:15. We've been here all morning just talking to people and trying to see if everybody's okay, trying to see what the damage is like. The rain, it'll stop for a little bit here, and then all of a sudden it'll just get a lot more intense. So we're starting to see those lulls in between the rain, a little bit of wind, not too bad up here. It really is more just the rain consistently coming down, and then it'll stop and then come down again. Check out this car. This car got damaged on the back end here, and that's because it ran into this electrical box right in their front yard. I don't know how they had it pulled in, but when we pulled in this morning, the back end of that was pushed into the electrical box and was facing down the street here. We talked with somebody earlier across the street here from this house that was damaged, and he witnessed, heard it and saw it. He watched the roof get pulled apart on his neighbor's house. He said it was just incredible to see. He didn't realize what was happening. He got the alert on his phone. There was a tornado warning. He stepped outside to see what it looked like, and he said he literally watched the shingles peel off his neighbor's house. And look at the tree. He said it was almost like it was just spliced as that was coming through. He said it sounded like, everyone describes it. Everyone that has ever witnessed a tornado, you hear them talk about a locomotive, a train, some kind of large vehicle, a plane, and that's what they all say this sounded like. Everyone we talked to, they all say it sounded like the same exact thing. You heard this whoosh, their house is shaking. I mean, it's just so heartbreaking to see. And all of this happening in the middle of the night for all of these people. So they came out this morning, and we were here in the dark with them trying to get an idea of what was going on, how bad this damage was.